Welcome back to another episode of Water from the Rock. I am one half of your host, Marquis.
I am the other half, Free Mel.
And we are back. Season 2 is here. Super excited to be back and create more content for you guys. Super sorry for the wait and delays and getting everything together, but we are working our hardest to make sure that we're giving you guys the best content.
Absolutely. And just for posterity's sake, you can be anywhere in the world.
But you're here with us, and we definitely appreciate that.
We appreciate it. And so it's been good with you, man.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you the same thing. What's been good with you? So, I'll go first. I've been just kind of relaxing, taking some time, resetting, moving into the new routine and flow of the year. Some people call it New Year's resolutions, but just, getting even more focused than I may have been and finding my blind spots, getting better at those things, and leaning more into this new venture. Can I call this a venture at this point with us or whatever?
Nah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. It's a little venture or whatever. I mean, we got the shirts. Why not? New year,
new us. New year, new us.
New year, new us. Kind of just leaning into this and figuring out new ways to grow this, get better for and with you guys. And so, that work is good, kids good, family's good. I got no complaints. Good wine is good.
Hey,
so, man, how about you?
What more can I say?
You got on those butters, in the words of our good friend Darrell. I keep wanting to call him Daryl.
Yeah, butters. Life is good. Busy week, but I'm on this side of the dirt as the
You're on the right side,
as the seasoned folks would say. But
yeah,
I'm happy we're back, sitting back down, having these conversations. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting water from you all, commenting on the IG post, the YouTubes, just I'm excited.
Same here. Couldn't be
Well,
more excited myself.
Say I'm ready to go all night.
Ready to go all night. Listen, I lied to you. I lied for you before I lied to you, right? Awesome.
You're looking good though. I see y'all swagged out, as a young folks say.
So something like I shared with you, we've been working on as far as like getting the merch and everything together to potentially get out at some point soon. So work in progress. So please bear with us on that. But yeah, just something to kind of like rep our brand and continue to grow and build who we are, get the word out, and share. Again, what it is that we're doing as far as these conversations or whatever. Like if we would do this, whether any of you guys were listening or not or whatever. We just happen to be blessed with the opportunity to have you guys tuning in and checking out what we have going on. So again, thank you so much for that. But
I love the love. love.
Yeah, just being able to share our experiences and stories with others and bring other people to the table, which we have more of coming soon. That's about it, man. But
let's jump into it.
Yeah, jumping right into it or whatever, man. So one of the things we were talking about off camera was children. Kids, parenting. If you have kids, like having children and the impact of kids to your life.
Damn kids.
Yeah. So thinking about that when it comes to these kids and children or whatever, like how would you say parenting, children, kids, how would you say that has impacted your life? If we go back to the beginning, before, as you would say, the boss baby, Madison Joy came around. Mm-hmm. What was that? 9 some odd years ago?
2024. Yeah. I can't even remember. I can't even fathom life without her and the boys. But of course, before having kids, you sleep in. You move how you want to move. Mm-hmm. For all you new parents out there, full disclaimer: we will keep this real. So we're gonna say the good, we're gonna say the bad.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right. So, and I would start off with that. Sleeping in, you can just cancel that. Like it's over. It's not a. Even when we stay up late, they still get up early. But
so the first impact is the first thing that came to your mind when you thought about impact was sleeping in.
By sleeping in, you're not. Yeah,
it's over.
It's over. But
no more sleeping in.
But you adjust. It's like
if
you having to wear glasses. You have to get used to it.
Definitely do.
But you adjust. And you honestly, you become, having a kid, you become more aware and more.
It's almost like your senses
expand,
right?
Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, when you're having a newborn baby, it's boring because they just sit there. It's like they don't do anything.
Yeah.
But as they get older, they become sponges. So you become aware of what you do, what music you listen to, what TV shows, the people you have around you, because you are influencing a life that's dependent on you.
So true. I was watching Snowfall the other day. Sophia was having a snack at the counter at the bar area in the high stools. And she looked over at me. She was like, "Daddy, this is inappropriate." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" She was like, "This show. What you're watching right now?"
Like she knows.
I was like, "Why is it inappropriate?" I was like, "It's not inappropriate." And I knew what she was saying, but I asked her. I said, "Is it inappropriate for me or you?" She said, "It's inappropriate for me." Mm-hmm. I said, "Well, why are you watching it?" She was like, "Well, because it's on. It's just there. I can't not hear it." She said, "I can't not hear it." I said, I'm turning this off.
Snowfall for a 6-7-year-old is not.
She's like, no. She was like, there's killing, there's guns, there's not. No.
In most households, we'll say
yeah. So my bad. I wanted to share that.
It's all good. Yeah. But yeah, just being aware. Being a parent makes you aware, because kids are sponges.
Yeah.
So you have to realize that you don't want your kid going to school talking about, I don't know if you came into this episode, but teach a man how to squabble.
Teach a man how
That's Uncle Jerome. You'll get there.
I ain't got there yet. No spoiler
teach a man how to squabble.
No spoiler alert from me.
Right. Which isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it November 26, 2014 changed my life forever. That's when MJ was born. My bad, 27th. 26 is my birthday. We one day apart. She was born on Thanksgiving.
Apologies for that,
MJ.
That's when the stork dropped her off?
Yeah, changed my life. Changed my life forever, man.
So let me ask you this question. When you think about like that, like the like you said, the impact that they have or whatever, what do you think about so like what was your thoughts when you brought her home? So you bring her home and you have Candace, she's just went through this war with her body and delivering this baby, and you guys get home. Like what is that feeling when you leave the sanctuary of the hospital with the nurses and everybody telling you what to do, telling you what you need, telling you how this is going to happen, react or whatever. You get home, it's just you, her,
it's
Candace
scary,
in the
man.
4 walls.
It's scary because you don't have that in the hospital you have a nurse. Mm-hmm. They teach you how to breastfeed. They teach you what to, you can read all the books you want. I think we talked about this in an earlier episode.
What to expect when you're expecting to expect what you're expecting.
Right. But when you in the fire, what in the words of the world great philosopher Mike Tyson, everybody have a plan until you get hit in the face.
In the face, yeah.
And you get hit in the face that first night, and it's just you and this little person, and you're looking at your spouse or whoever you're with, like, this is real.
Oh yeah.
It's real. So I like to call that a moment of truth. Like, what are you gonna do? You got a lot of sleepless nights.
Strap in.
Yeah, a lot of understanding. A lot of, it's your turn. Get up.
Yeah.
I know you hear this baby crying. I know you hear this baby crying.
It's funny.
Like, so it's almost like, why the hell would people want to do that more than once? Why would you want to? Why would you want to go through that more than once?
Yeah, and that's a good point. That's what we're gonna get there in a minute because I want to get to the boys at some point or what have you in this. But in that, how would you say that it like affected your routine? Because obviously things change, like you said. For example, when you have a kid sleeping in, that's one of the things. It's done. It's over.
Right.
It's done for that. Right. So when it comes to that, you immediately have to modify your routine, your standard of living, everything like that or whatever. And then, even jumping ahead to, 18 months to 2 years, kids start moving around and walking or whatever. Then you got to like safety proof the house from, like plugs in the sockets, moving things off tables, low hanging things, not leaving things around or whatever. Sophia's 7, and I still find myself intentionally not leaving knives on the counter. And she's well aware of knowing what to stay away from or whatever. But in my head, just that, like, and we still, what's so funny? Up until maybe a couple months ago or whatever, we still had the safety plugs in the socket. And Sophia's plugging in iPad chargers and everything now or whatever, and I still got them around the house.
I mean, I kind of like, you're not supposed to do that. Like,
yeah,
okay. It's okay. From a routine standpoint, it's man, that's a good question. You have to realize and accept having a kid, your life is gonna change. It's never gonna be the same.
But you're responsible for more than yourself now. You're responsible for that
exactly.
life. Yeah.
So what do you do? And as far as a routine, what gave us some kind of sense of normalcy is creating a routine for MJ. We didn't do it for the twins. You first baby, you kind of like, oh, we're gonna do. I forgot about this. We did something, and Candace, let me know if you remember this. We called it the 3 B's: bath, bed, bottle. BBB. We did that every night. And that was a routine.
Bed, bottle.
BBB, the triple B before the triple B.
Yeah.
And with that, creating a routine where she went to sleep at the same. I know you all do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
People out there, there's a lot of people that don't do that. They let their kids just stay up.
No.
But creating,
Sophia's in the bed by 7:30 at the latest every night.
Creating a routine, a sleep routine specifically for your kid, not only gives them a quality of life that they know what to expect, but it also keeps you sane as a parent. Where I'm going to put you down at X time. Sure. I still have time for my mate. I still have time for myself. I can go work out. I can go read TV. And with that, if you continually to do that, MJ is 10. When it's time to go to sleep, she's like, all right, Daddy, come tuck me in. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And she goes to sleep like 9 o'clock, 9, 10.
Just to add to that, I feel and I've found that when making sure that she has that routine is funny. Like we're talking about how's it affected your routine, creating those routines for them very early on. Like you said, MJ's like, it's like clockwork. All right, cool, I'm out. It almost puts them in a position like Sophia, for example, she's becoming a master negotiator. So she knows, like she's figured out, okay, the time, she knows how to tell time now. She's like, okay, we're getting to this point. So I have this many minutes left or what have you. And then she's like negotiating. Like, can I do this? So I got this many minutes left, so I can do iPad, and I got to get the bath. And so it's almost teaching her that responsibility as well. Like, okay, you have these things. Right. If you got to be in bed by 6:30, you got to get a bath. You got to have dinner. So all the things that you want to do, it's almost to the point right now. Sophia come home and like, I want to take a bath right now.
Right, and get it out the way.
So I ain't got to worry about that, and I can get right to whatever it is that I want to do or whatever. And then all I got is dinner. I can knock that out in 10 minutes. And right back to it. And so it's teaching them that, that role and responsibility, so to speak, or what have you. Another thing that I wanted to jump into, since you mentioned that, as far as the routine goes, having the routine with them, how has that like impacted, you and Candace, so to speak, when it comes to you guys making time for each other in that routine? Because obviously the kid comes, a higher percentage of your life and attention is dedicated and focused on the being there, what have you.
Right.
And it's almost like you guys have to find that time for each other. For example, one of the things that I saw, you posted recently, you guys said day date. You went skiing, right? And so, and that being intentional about that to where it's like, I might have to be at work, but I'm going to take this time. The kids are at school, like being intentional about finding that time for each other, whatever. How's that worked out for you guys?
Well, shout out to the day date. That's a hack. Anybody in a relationship, do day dates, especially if you have little ones at home.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a sitter. But we did that day. It was a off day of school. But Usually at school, you can do a day. Like, I'm going to take off, you take off. Let's go to Target.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Berta loves Target. Listen, Berta go to Target with or without.
Hey, here you go. Hey, he go to Target. Throw it in the bag.
Yeah,
just throw it in the bag. Swipe. Exactly. But creating a routine, as I mentioned before, gives us time for ourselves as a couple because a lot of times people have kids and they get lost in the sauce of being a parent and being there for their kids and being always on, waking up, going to sleep, dropping off, going to school. But you have to remember.
Berta's super guilty for that. That's her run. Just routine, like kids, school, lunch, packing, pick up, on the bus, off the bus.
You have to remember, if it wasn't two, you all wouldn't have a kid. So at the end of the day, the kid is going to leave. So
hold on a second. That's a bar.
What?
That's a bar. Say that again or whatever. You got to remember.
Yeah, you have to remember, if it wasn't for you two, you wouldn't have the kid. So you have to, sometimes you got to,
Bishop Bacchus.
Like, bring it back. Like, you got to bring it back and remember why you, how you got here.
How we got here. Yeah.
And it's so easy. I had 3. It's hard. It's easy to get lost in the sauce of the daily routine and the grind, but you have to bring it back. And, at the end of the day, your kids, people tell me I can't, when, they turn 17, 16, whatever it is, like, they don't really want to have anything to do with you. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do then? Like, so Candace and I...
We don't know that. We'll see what happens when our kids get to that point.
Hey, bro.
We'll see what happens when they get to that point. And these generations, the way they're changing.
I don't believe it because
call us naive. Maybe we don't want to believe.
My baby girl MJ's gonna always be there for me. But
listen, I'm the same way with Sophia. Call me naive.
Right.
She gonna be here.
Hey, what they say is get to a certain age, they don't want to leave their room. Mm-hmm. They want to just hang out. I was just
asking Bert about that the other day. I was like, what is it going to be when, they say that girls go through that point when they're just like, they hate their moms and their dad's best friend. And like, are you prepared for that or whatever? She was like,
that's not going to happen.
She's like, as long as she don't curse, she's fine. She can hate me all she wants. As long as she don't curse and talk crazy to me, she ain't got to go to the hospital.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
So real quick, just a transition because I want to get it in. We're talking about the that point of changing routines, the little one enters your life or what have you. Work, obviously, we'll dive into that in a second as well. But at some point, you guys decide, let's run it back.
Bring it back.
Right. If it's taking too long to lock up, bring it back.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what I mean? So you decide to run it back. You say, let's get her a companion. Let's get her another little friend.
As you know,
and damn, what happened?
As you know, my brother is very important to me. I have sisters as well. Mm-hmm. Not close to all my sisters, but that's another conversation.
Yes,
it is what
it
is.
It is what it is. Shout out to Cam and Mace on that one.
Candace has siblings, so we felt let's get MJ.
MJ needs some company.
Let's get her a running mate. Lo and behold, it was a Wednesday. I had on a blue shirt.
Middle of the week. We got to ask Echo what's Wednesday in Ghana.
Yeah, had a blue shirt on, a blue blazer with some blue khakis. And I got a call from Candace.
Full Crip drip.
Hey, you better believe it.
Coat red.
Yeah. Got a call from Candace saying it's 2 heartbeats. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's 2 heartbeats. The baby. Oh, my baby gonna die. It's 2 heartbeats.
You was thinking there's one baby? Like,
yeah,
my baby's
she
a
said
mutant?
no. She had me on speakerphone. No, it's 2 heartbeats.
So you thought your baby was an X-Men?
Right. And she kept saying it's 2 heartbeats. And I heard like the nurse or whoever in the background laughing. I'm like, what the hell? We having twins? Like, you not serious. And I did a lap around the office. The first thing I did, I called the daycare to see how much it was going to be for 3 kids. Because
yeah, that's some guy shit. That's what we do. Like,
wait.
We
struggling with 1. We budget for 2. Now it's 3.
So let me ask you this question: what was you gonna do if you'd have called the daycare and they'd have been like $3,000 a month? You'd have been like, nah, you gonna tell them only bring one of them out. So
man, I gotta go back to the block.
Right.
No, I was like,
with the butters. With
like
the butters.
she started Tabitha. Shout out to you, Tabitha. I don't know if you ever see this. Tab.
That's funny.
She worked at the daycare. She called. She said, "Freeman, you crazy."
My man called the daycare.
Yeah, she called.
How much is it gonna be for these 2 kids?
And look,
because if it's gonna be this much, then we only gonna be able to get. Candace, you need to tell them to keep one of them in there.
She calculate with your veteran. I use my dad's veteran discount. It's gonna be $2,800 a month. I'm like, whoo,
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So
and all the while, little Miss Madison Joy is back over here still.
Yeah. It's the MJ. She was in daycare at the time, but man. That was the first and initial reaction, and then
was it a shock moment? Was it? Because you said you took a lap. You said you did a lap around off, so obviously you were in shock. There was a certain level of whether you knew it at the time. You like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, it's tough, and you don't know what you getting into until you get into it. Mm-hmm. Just like being a parent for the first time.
Yeah.
But having twins, which we can have a whole episode about
twins.
Oh yeah, having twins is.
Maybe that could be a happy hour discussion. We get into the twins.
It's deep, bro. It's next level. But
I want to come back to that too because we talked about the kids and the twins and like, I think it was one of the practice runs we did. That moment you wanted to kill your kid. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about like I think you were talking about like how the boys are. There was something happened on the banister or whatever. We ain't gonna spoiler alert or whatever.
Man,
like, coming out like, and I'm pretty sure even if I told that story or whatever, I'm pretty sure you got tons.
Oh man,
tons of moments.
When you said, I'm like, which one was it? Which time did I want to kill?
Right.
Not that's just a parent thing. Like, man, I want to kill. Like, why would you do that? Why would you stick a fork in a socket? Why would just?
Yeah, but they do it. So routine. We got routine down. You've changed the routine as far as life goes. The boys are here now and incorporating that, and now you're functioning. So one of the things that I wanted to jump into next and thinking about that with the boys now. So now you've got the tribe, right? Mm-hmm. One of the things that you say we move as a unit.
Back is 5.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Team back is what we call it.
What was it? We were in the group chat. Ernie sent the invite to an event or whatever. You was like, count the back as 5 in, right?
I did say that. That was last night. We went to that thing.
Yeah.
5 deep, bro.
Like moving as a unit, right? So when it comes to that, and you think about that impact of all of you guys moving together, and obviously that changes things when it comes to just like, for example, you say going out to eat, and it's different. Mm-hmm. If we're going to dinner, it's a different vibe when it comes to like eating with and for 5. How would you say that has not necessarily the going out thing, but just the carrying and moving as a unit for 5? For example, you drive a massive SUV. You know what I mean? So when we think about that again, the impact and routines of like having to change and modify things based on this environment now or whatever, like what went into the thoughts of that like monster truck that you got parked outside?
Right. It's man, I could talk about this for hours, but I'm gonna cut it short because we need to jump to you, bro. I don't want to eat up all the time. I'll spend 2 minutes on this. We are intentional and purposeful of spending time with all of us as a family, the Back is 5 team, but also individually, because each one of our kids are individual people.
Yeah.
So I may go somewhere with just MJ. We're gonna go to Target. We're gonna hang out.
And they all have their own personalities.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and Candace just went to Jackson with James Thomas. So they had that. Right. So next time we go somewhere like in March, going to Jackson, I'm taking Mason. So for us, from a routine standpoint, that's our routine. If we're going out to eat, devices down, let's play Uno.
Okay.
Everybody, we play a lot of trivia.
Yeah.
And just realizing.
Massaging that brain.
Right. Realizing that, we're in we're here for a good time, not a long time. So we have to appreciate each other. We're going to talk to each other. A lot of things we say in the house. It's going back to routines. What's the favorite part of your day? What was the worst part of your day? We make the kids say it. We sit around and we eat dinner.
First thing Sophia asks me every time she comes in the house, how was your day today?
There you go.
What'd you do today?
Something, things that we I didn't do as a kid, sit around and talk around a dinner table and just talk to each other. What happened, so that's just and it's new for me because I didn't grow up like that. Kenneth didn't grow up like that.
You didn't grow up doing that. With
we intentionally make those efforts, and we're not perfect, but we strive to be better than what we experience. And her and I, we didn't grow up in poverty or anything like that, but it's always room for improvement. You know what I'm saying? So
you can say, but I think it's safe to say you took the good and I don't want to say bad. You took the good and the not so enjoyable experiences, and you've learned from both of them, and you've taken those and learned how to apply.
Level up. We want to go from good to great.
Exactly. Finding the balance in these things, so to speak. So,
let's jump to you, bro. So
go for it. Shoot, I'm open book. I'm an open book. I want to. After
it's funny. After Berta had asked for that Whopper.
yeah.
How was that first time coming home for you? Like what?
I keep the picture and I look at it once a month.
Really?
She took a picture of me holding the car seat and opening the door because I clown those books, those what to expect when you're expecting, but there's some good stuff.
They give you some nuggets.
They give you some nuggets or whatever. Like even how to carry the car seat.
It's different. Yeah.
Like to wrap your arm in or whatever.
When you see a dad doing that or a woman or mom,
he's invested.
You know they know.
Yeah. So there's a picture, like Berta took a picture of me from the back, like with the key in the door, holding the car seat or whatever. And I look at that at least once a month to ground myself and come back. So I look at that and I think back to that moment of us walking in that door represented it's on us now, right? And like you say, you think about the fact that for me, all I kept thinking about was we're responsible for a life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it's like with like pet dog lovers and stuff like that or whatever, but like on another level, obviously. Like we're responsible for this life, and I wasn't too stressed about it. I think she was more exhausted than anything or whatever, and so for the most part, it was just. Me and Sophia, we bought a bunch of stupid stuff that we wasted money on that we didn't need to buy, like couch bassinets and bassinets. Oh, yeah. So a bassinet here, a bassinet on the couch, and diaper stations.
You live
and
and you learn?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Diaper genie.
but yeah, it was cool initially.
Yeah.
Stressful. Maybe it was stressful.
Let me ask this: the biggest, because you become a new parent, so your life instantly. What was that big thing like? Wow. Like, I can't do this anymore. Or I used to do this. And now, I can do it, but I have to make sure, I hold down the baby and the family first.
It's See, I did a lot of stupid stuff initially with Sophia. Like I was intentionally trying to figure out instead of thinking about I can't do these things, I was thinking about how can I incorporate her into these things, right? And so I wasn't paying attention to routines and things like that initially or whatever. I'm like, okay, she sleeps at this time, so then maybe I could just bring her with me to go over here and do this, right? And like, so she went with me everywhere doing everything. One of the things she wouldn't stop crying. So in my mind, I thought back to like people say, take him in the car. Take him for a car ride, right, drive around. And I was like, you know what? Let's go to BJ's. I don't need nothing out of BJ's, but I can find something.
Yeah.
So we going to BJ's. And so sleep deprived or whatever, I got out and locked her in the car. Police, fire department, everything. Right out here in Webster. The
no shit, damn.
Locked her in the car.
Wow.
Luckily, she was knocked out, though. She was asleep. Didn't move. Fire department
Was it summertime?
came. No. So Sophia was born in August. This was like October.
Okay. So it wasn't
right?
too cold.
It was cool. I had on a jacket. And she was, so the theory of them sleeping in the car, parent hack, it works. She was knocked out. They had the fire department and everything out there. Like,
did you feel like, I can't believe I did this?
Oh, I called BMW to have them unlock the car from the satellite. I was like, you got to unlock the car. My kids, they was like, yeah, that doesn't work like that or whatever. Is the car stolen? Are you in possession? I was like, yes, I'm in possession of the car. She's like, well, you have to call the law enforcement, go through that whole thing or whatever. And I was freaking out in my mind or whatever. I was like, don't let her wake up. Because when she had been crying, she'd just run on with the crying or whatever. But yeah, I locked my kid in the car at like 2-3 months. Had to call the fire department to come to get her out. And then in my mind or whatever, crazy thing is, they come in to get her out of the car. I was like, whoa, watch it. Because they had like the jam over there, like, don't scratch that. In my mind, I'm like, nah, this is going to cost me some money if I got to go to BMW. Like,
get out of here.
Get her out of here.
Don't mess my car up.
Bro, listen, at that point in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is going to be expensive to fix if I got to take it to BMW. Yeah. So like, yeah, it was the not changing up routines or whatever. And she let me know real fast. You're going to get it right.
You know, as you all progressively grow, and you see this little person that makes such a big impact on your life. What, one thing, well, because I know we do it a lot. So is there anything you sit back and you look at her and say, where did she get that from? I can't believe she just said that.
No.
What like Sophia? What? Say that again. Not anything bad, but it's just when putting two and two together.
Yeah. She. If I'm being completely, I would love to say like, where did she get that from, Roberta or whatever? Whatever she says, she's getting from me. Because even still, like I'll be editing, and I'm on the computer and something, and I'm like, mother.
Yeah.
And she'll come in like, Dad, you're not supposed to say that. Right. And so generally whatever it is that she's saying or getting like off the bat, we run around with that or whatever. She was telling Berta or whatever. She's like, Mommy, she was like, oh, I'm taking all of my Valentine's Days to the car, Mommy, off the bat. Word. So like she picks up, like she'll be listening and I notice it because she'll ask me whenever she hears me say something, she's always, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And I was like, Sophia, you're being inconsiderate. Okay, we'll get to that. What does it mean? And I explained to her. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Now tell me what I was being inconsiderate about. Almost like, it's almost to the point now to where she's like, use it in a sentence, And so she gets it, whatever she's getting, she probably getting from something that I said. And wasn't paying attention at the time.
Yeah, yeah. So from and I know you, me knowing you.
I don't feel bad about that either.
Yeah, you
honestly,
should.
Like expanding that little brain of hers.
You are an impatient person.
Very much so. Very much so.
However, you have a kid.
I don't feel bad about that either.
You shouldn't. You are who you are. But having a kid, you were on
that's forced.
You're on their time.
Yes.
You ever have a moment where it's like, and this question is very important for parents. You new parents out there, you ever have a moment with you knowing who you are, being impatient, I'm moving how I want to move, nobody's going to rush me. You have this little person. You're telling them, put your shoes on, put your coat on, it's time to go, and they're doing their thing. What? I know the answer, but what is the mindset? What water can you give to help someone who's impatient, who is new to parenting?
Yeah, that's
get through that.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, what you got?
No, it's easy because I'll sum it up like slow is fast, fast is slow. Slow is fast, fast is slow. So when you're saying like, come on, hurry up, we got to get your shoes on, we got to get out. I've left phones at home. I've left. We going to somebody's house and taking dinner in the casserole. Sophia, come on, hurry up. Get in the car, get on the 104 and realize I left the whole casserole that I'm supposed to be take. Slow is fast, fast is slow. So being able to like slow down, like I slow down with her, and once she's done and in the car seat, now we moving, right? But for the most part, like, and the thing, kids will slow you down whether you want to or not, and they will help you develop that patience. Sophia, and she don't. Sophia don't care. I yell. I think it's to the point now to where it's like she don't even respect the yell. She like, all right, Sophia, hurry up and get your boots on. Come on, like, what you doing?
Okay.
Can you help me with my boots? And I'm like, really? It's got a zipper on the side. I've told you, don't untie them. Just put your foot in the zip. She was like, but I can't.
And so then nonchalantly, we get to the door, that's make it even, that cut even deep.
What? And she'd be like, I forgot my water. I'm like, how'd you forget your water? She was like, well, you told me to put my boots on. And so it's like, slow is fast, fast is slow, and I'm like,
oh, that's a.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You said when we were like, what you say? Like,
no, I'm thinking because that's the responses we deal with as parents. You told me to put my boots on, so I'm putting my boots on.
She's like, you told, and I'm like, I did tell you to put your boots on, and it's like, I want to get pissed off, but I think to myself, okay, this is a 6-year-old brain, but her tone be like, it's me and Berta having a conversation, and it's like, you have to understand, you're talking to a 6-year-old, right? Details are everything. Very specific, like Sophia, go run the bath. She runs her bath. She does everything in the bath. Berta comes in, does it, the washing part or whatever. But like, you have to be very specific and detailed. I'm like, Sophia, what are you doing? Because she's like, you told me to go in the bath. I'm like, Sophia, so you know when you're ready for a bath? No, I told you get ready for a bath. I did. I ran the bath. Well, what are you missing? Oh, I need my pajamas. I need my underwear. I need my lotion. I need that. And so it's like that aspect of things is like teaching those, damn, this is crazy. Now I think about it, like parenting.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying this could be sounds like a job. Like
it is. You're
now that I'm saying it out loud, it's
you're
like
negotiating with a little person that's always keeping you on your P's and Q's.
Yeah,
but you have to remember they're listening to everything you're saying.
Everything you say.
So you blurt out some expletives.
What?
It's like, but then they're gonna cry in certain situations. So it's just
we sitting down with the iPad, and Bert and I'm working. We have this thing where like I'll do work, but just us being together. I'm doing work on the couch and computer. Bert is doing work on the computer. Sophia's doing work on the iPad, whatever. And we're sitting there one day, and Sophia.
I'm laughing because. Same thing.
I hadn't thought about it, about her, and this is when I realized I have to change the music in the car. And she found it on YouTube, and we had to edit those rights on YouTube or whatever. And we're sitting there working or whatever, and Sophia's just sitting there, and she's playing, and all of a sudden you hear, "Ride with the mob, hum-do-Allah,
hey,
check in with me." And she hit the Ferg. She hit the Ferg. I'm like, whoa, what you doing? Like, what you? And Berta's like, no, stop. See, this is what I tell you. And from then on, it's been Let It Go, Moana, Encanto, Coco.
All my jams.
All of the she picked up on the Ferg. Check in with me.
Hey,
and do your job.
Hey,
Ferg is the name. Ben Baller. She was in it. She was like, Ferg, she was like, who's Ben Baller?
He did the chain.
So again, to your point of being able, like paying attention to what it is you're doing, and they sponge even when you think they're not listening.
What's that quote?
At least Sophia knows the ass.
I know we got to wrap up, but it's the quote. You said it before. I've heard it. Like if you want to see an image of yourself, look at your kids.
Yeah. You if you want to look in the mirror, look at your kids.
Think about that.
If you want to look in the mirror, look at your kids.
That is deep because your kids are what they see.
Direct example.
What they see.
Of what and who you are. Because
what they see.
Their only existence is what you've taught them.
Right.
Or what they've seen coming from you.
Exactly.
When they're spazzing on the teachers or talking crazy, Sophia's going through this thing right now when it comes she got a report card and it says, everything's great. We got to learn how to
They give you O's and C's and N's.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is
I went on
going
Google
on?
trying to figure it out. Berta's like, she's got a report card, and I get the alert on the parent app or whatever.
Parent Square.
Yeah. I get that. I'm looking
shout out to Webster School.
Shout out. Shout out to Webster School District. Crazy, right? Like Parent Square. I'm like, oh. Yeah, don't let them not come to school. I'm like, Sophia's not at school today. I'm like, Berta, did you call? Like,
but that's good though.
So that's good. I'm going through that. I had to Google trying to figure out like what is these C's and O's or whatever. But like, so basically, Sophia's her responses to frustrations. Again, you ask where did she get it from? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Her responses are like well, I'm like Sophia, what happens when somebody annoys you or you're frustrated with something or whatever? She was like, well, I tell them that they shouldn't have did that, and then I walk away. I'm like, okay. And Berta chimed in, and we're not going to talk about the other thing that she does, or whatever. But we're working on it. We're working on it. She's not getting physical or hit kids, anything like that, or whatever.
Like she told James Thomas once, he cried about something, and she said, "That's the consequence. You did this, and that was your consequence." I'm like, damn.
She was like, you are cold. Cold as like, she was like, you crying for, you earned that.
That's no consequence.
You did it.
Yeah.
Now deal with the consequences. Yeah, yeah. So what would you say your water is from all of this, man? What water do you have to give, offer, share? What's some water that you may have taken in and learned and grown from? This routine, children, impacts. So
to keep it
what
short.
What a way to start the year, by the way.
Right. To keep it short, kids, being a parent, your routine will change. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it makes you a better person, in my opinion. You become patient, you become understanding, you become reasonable.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest water. Being a parent makes you a better person. And in the long run. You might not see it when your kid is sitting in a rocker.
Yeah.
Or just, in the high chair. But as they get older, you're gonna see, like, now MJ's being 10, like, she's becoming a good person. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. What about you?
For me, I would say I would just simply say pay attention, be mindful, and at least I've learned to pay attention more and to be mindful and think about just even more so. With me, I'm always thinking ahead of, where she's going to be at this point and what's going to happen at, set point down the road. And if I'm thinking about things like with us being millennials, for example, and the boomers before us and them being like our kids are alpha and MJ still in the Z or something like that.
XYZ.
Right. So yeah, I think about the generations of things and where they're going to be and the human that we're putting out in the world or whatever. Right. And back to the point of what you're saying, it's about, you want to look in the mirror, look at your kids, thinking about, I'm trying to be more and more conscious of the human being that I'm putting out, and that human being coming from direct, not literally, obviously literally directly from us or what have you, but what you're grooming. You hear people, I heard someone asking a question about, can you be born racist? Or is it a learned behavior, right? And you take the innocence of a child, in a sense,
don't know.
so to speak. They know nothing. And any and everything that they do know is all learned behavior, right? And so
straight up,
that's one of the biggest things for me is like being mindful of what it is that we're teaching these kids and putting out into the world, what have you, because obviously they have to go out and they're gonna have to figure it out at some point beyond us or whatever, but more so from a legacy standpoint. What are we leaving behind? What is your name gonna represent when James Thomas is 30? What is your name going to represent when Mason is making whatever decision he's making and becoming a lawyer or a governor or whatever the case may be? So, yeah, just paying attention and being mindful of what we're actually, what water we're pouring into them. We're watering them.
Because they got to grow. They're seeds.
The
seeds got to grow.
Sprinkle me, baby. Sprinkle me, baby. And on that note, I think we welcome back, guests. Welcome back. Like I said, we're glad that you guys are back with us or whatever. Season 2 is going to be dope. Super cool. We got a couple of cool conversations coming up. Free's got some things going on. I've got some things going on. And yeah.
This is Marquis.
I'm Marquis. Yeah, you're free.
And it with a dap.
Yeah.
All right, we out.
All right. Cool.
Peace.
Catch you guys next time.